Hey guys, welcome back to the Volley. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. We got some mess to discuss per usual, child. But before we do, y'all go ahead and like this video for me and let's get into the mess. Okay, y'all, the internet is on fire right now because Ice Spice just dropped her album and is seemingly dissing Cardi B. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I haven't listened to the entire album yet. I really just wanted to go and listen to the song where Ice Spice dissed Cardi. And the song is called BB Belt, for those of y'all who don't know, in case y'all want to go check that out. So anyways, I listened to it. And I heard the part where, she was dissing Cardi. And y'all know I had to come back after listening and give y'all my theories, okay? Of course, you guys know that I was the main person on YouTube telling everybody that behind closed doors, Cardi B and Ice Spice were actually cool, and that I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them collab on a song together. Now, some of y'all will probably say at this point I'm eating my words, but baby, let me tell you, I am not. I am still standing 10 toes down behind the fact that Cardi B and Ice Spice were indeed cool, and that Cardi B was snaked and completely blindsided by this diss from Ice Spice. Now, before I get into how Cardi B was actually snaked, let's get into some of the lyrics and what was actually said on the BB Belt record. And these are going to be the lyrics that everyone is saying is supposed to be addressing Cardi B. So I said, this one B is built like an ant, ill. Crash outs, they going on rants. Think she pretty, but changing her face. Falling behind, like pick up your pace. It was funny till I took her place. Her man calling, but I be like, who this? Now, real quick, that man diss was definitely for Cardi B because, unfortunately, her man is known to the world as a serial cheater that slides into other women's DMs, child. So that was definitely another diss to Cardi and her relationship. Now, from these lyrics, we can definitely tell that she's dissing Cardi, right? The whole crash out, her crashing out, thinking she's pretty but changing her face. That was about the surgery, right? Falling behind, pick up your pace. We definitely know that was about Cardi. But there was also a fan who tried to say that the part where Ice is saying going on rants could also be Nicki Minaj shade. And I'm not going to say that Ice was or wasn't dissing Nicki Minaj here, but I will say that I do think Ice Spice feels like any rap girl who fits the shoe should wear it. And so if Nicki and the bars feel like Ice is dissing Nicki, then I feel like Ice will just let that narrative run free, even though she just came out to say her and Nicki were cool again. Especially because, there were several big bar pages who are close to Nicki and handle Nicki's affairs, who spoke out against Ice Spice after that Rolling Stone interview and basically called Ice Spice a liar and a user and confirmed that there was indeed still beef between Ice Spice and Nicki. So again, I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if Ice wanted to kill two girls with one stone by dissing Nicki and Cardi both on this song. But I'll come back to Ice and Nicki a bit later in this video, but I want to get back to Ice Spice and Cardi for a bit. So Ice continues and says, I'm a switchy B. I really do this. Light skin, but I'm black. You can tell by my hair. Now, this part right here stood out to me because I immediately thought back to that Twitter interaction between Cardi B and Ice Spice, where there was a Twitter battle debating on who was actually black, and Ice Spice chimed in saying that, she had a black parent, so she was actually black, to which Cardi responded and was asking her for those photos, right? So we know that's definitely shade towards that Twitter interaction, and that's about Cardi. Now, the part where she says, I'm a switchy B word, girl, you just shaded yourself, okay? Because you are a switchy chick, because you switched up on Nicki and now you're switching up on Cardi B. And I feel like when Cardi B and Ice Spice had that little interaction on Twitter, it was actually genuine at the time, or at least it was genuine for Cardi. However, there was people who Ice Spice do follow and who was trying to paint a narrative that Cardi B didn't like Ice Spice and that Cardi was actually trying to sun Ice Spice when they had their Twitter interaction and Cardi asked for those photos, right? But in reality, Cardi actually did like Ice Spice. Emphasis on the did, right? She did like Ice Spice, and she was being genuine to Ice Spice in that moment when they were having their exchange on Twitter. In fact, I think Cardi always liked Ice Spice. I think Cardi was just, a little bit apprehensive and she wasn't sure if Ice liked her because Ice Spice was so close to Nicki. But then after it came out that, Nicki and Ice Spice might have fell out, I guess that's when Cardi felt a little bit more comfortable. She felt safer, to mention Ice Spice and to interact with Ice Spice. I mean, they did link up for a photo op and they both looked, happy, chummy, okay? And I keep telling y'all that Ice Spice is a little Megan. She's not a little Doja Cat. She's definitely the opportunist of all opportunists, okay? She doesn't like any of these rap girls for real, and she wants that top spot. But she will play nice in order to get that rap girl's fan base and then turn around and snake them in order to advance herself. Now, who does that sound like to y'all? It's Megan, of course, okay? Megan did the same thing to Nicki and Cardi, and now Ice is following suit. Now, I just want to address this because I know there were some people who was confused at why Cardi B would even respond to an Ice Spice diss, especially because she didn't respond to JT or Bia. But I'll tell y'all why she responded. It's because Cardi actually thought that her and Ice Spice was cool. Like I said, like I told y'all, right? If y'all remember that video that I did after Ice Spice and Cardi linked up for the Vanity Fair Oscars party, the after party, I told y'all that Ice Spice liked Cardi and that she even called Cardi B her ride or die on that photo. Of course, de lo mío means ride or die in Spanish. So Cardi was just as confused as I was when she heard that Ice Spice was dissing her. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, Ice Spice is a bigger snake than Megan and all of her album covers combined, child, okay? She really had Cardi B out here thinking that they was cool. And that's why Cardi B lashed out on Twitter the way she did. Think about it. Why would Cardi B respond to Ice Spice? Ice Spice of all people to respond to. She never responded to Nicki. Nicki called her out about her faces. Megan called her out about her man, allegedly, right? Megan allegedly dissed her, Bia, JT. Cardi B paid them dust. So what would make her respond now, right? See, y'all have to use critical thinking. This was Cardi B responding out of emotion, okay? Cardi B's feelings are hurt right now, and she is completely blindsided by this diss. For Cardi, this is like completely out of the blue, okay? I'm telling y'all, Ice Spice was over there kikiing with Cardi B behind the scenes and having Cardi B think that they was cool, only to turn around and play in her face, okay? That's why Cardi was so upset, and that's why she responded, because she was cool with Ice Spice, okay? So, guys, even when I'm wrong, I'm not all the way wrong, okay? Them girls was friends, at least in Cardi's mind, right? And that's why she's so heated and she's so taken aback by this diss. Child, I was shocked too, but not really, because I know Ice Spice's type and I know that she's a user, right? I already learned this lesson from her and Nicki, right? And my theory is there probably actually were talks about a collab between Ice Spice and Cardi, and Ice Spice probably decided that it would be more beneficial and more lucrative for her to pander to the Barb side instead of to the Bardi gang side. And if I'm being honest, I don't blame Ice Spice, right? She wants to be on the winning team. And I feel like Ice Spice sees that Cardi is flopping, she's sinking, and she doesn't want to attach herself to the Titanic. So if that means that she got to diss Cardi in order to separate herself from her, then that's what Ice is going to do to ensure that she's on the right side of the coin. Emphasis on the coin, okay? But I do want to get back to Nicki and Ice Spice really quickly. While I won't deny that Ice Spice is definitely coming at Cardi on this song, I do feel like a little spidey senses is tingling. I do feel like she could be dissing Nicki as well. And clearly I'm not the only one that feels this way. A fan did take to Twitter to point out that the part where Ice Spice is speaking about ranting could also be a Nicki Minaj diss. And also the part where Ice Spice says she's switching but she's not trans. When I heard these lyrics, I instantly thought about Nicki Minaj, because this kind of would be a fitting lyric to describe Nicki's switch up on, who she was calling the princess of rap. Because initially it went from JT, it was JT when they did the Super Freaky Girl Queens mix. Then later it was Ice Spice and they did the Barbie World and Princess Diana records. And then Nicki switched back up on Ice Spice, went back to JT, did the remix to JT's OK record, even though it's unreleased, but she was supporting JT heavy. So now JT and Nicki is falling out. So maybe Ice Spice feels like Nicki is trying to double back and switch up, yet again, come back over to Ice side. Maybe because Nicki allegedly told Ice that they were mutuals and they made good music together. So maybe Ice Spice feels like Nicki was only saying this now because her and JT fell out again. And therefore Nicki is switching up again. I don't know, y'all. The dots is just connecting for me. The dots is dotting right now, okay? But even if Ice Spice isn't dissing Nicki here, which I don't believe she isn't, I do feel like this is exactly what Ice Spice wants anyway, right? Even if she isn't dissing Nicki, I feel like she doesn't care if people take it that way, because all she cares about is the publicity around it, right? She still wants that clout and relevance that will come with beefing with Nicki, even if she really isn't. I'm telling y'all, this woman is an opportunist. But that's all I have on Miss Poopy today. I'm going to go listen to her album and come back and give my thoughts on it. You guys, if you listen to it, tell me what you guys think about the album in the comments below. Also, do you guys think that Ice Spice was dissing both Nicki and Cardi, or just Cardi? Do y'all think the Nicki thing was a reach? And do y'all understand why Cardi was moved to respond to Ice Spice and not the other girls? Child, let me know all of your thoughts below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.